Shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the double.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jets. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st down, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Peyton Hendershot, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where you always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cowboys at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And it's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practice.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
This is caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Now Hall to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
.43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Quinnen Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be
and the pressure gets to him again. Quinnen Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And able to connect with Berrios. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll run left with Pollard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one left side caught by Berrios. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And some room to work. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the roof, on the turf, on the block. We already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. When they rush comes, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a 2. I paid it at the book. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, 1 for me and 1 for you.